Oh ho.
Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
But where's the rum?
I don't know.
I don't know. But if you don't know, how are the rest of us supposed to know?
I didn't ask if you knew.
But I want to know.
Well, now you do.
Uh, mm, mm.
Yeah, use the big words, Zealeus. Use the big words.
Blah, 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 blah. Does that help?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I can help.
All right, well. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, it's 8 o'clock.
Where?
Here.
Oh. Am I supposed to be here also? Oh, dang
Yeah.
it.
Oh, Zealeus ran away. Daggum it.
There we go. No, I'm just putting on my non-glary glasses.
Ah.
I always forget for the show. The glare kind of creeps me out. Subscribe to earn drops. I'm already subscribed to this channel, right?
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Feel like it's trying to deceive me and trick me.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we know anything anymore?
I know some things, and some things that I'm not allowed to say on air.
Oh dear, that sounds scandalous.
Indeed, it is scandalous.
Shall we go scandalize the ones and zeros with the show?
Let's do it then. All right, let's hit record. And mute Zealeus. And intro. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Dish Shelter Confusion Thursday Night Hangout. Ladies and gentlemen, I, of course, am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the Pacific Hunter himself, Zealeus.
It is good to see you here, alive and swell.
Indeed, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this, of course, is a Thursday Night Hangout. This is a live show where I try our best to cover... Oh, my Lord. It's a live show where we try our best to cover the topics most important to you during the show. At any point during the show, if you have any comments, your opinions, topics, questions, any type of thoughts, drop them in the chat, be it on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, and we'll try to add it to the show. If we do run out of time, we'll add it to the very next show, which, heads up, we will not be doing a show next week because it is Thanksgiving, so just want to put that out there.
But what else would you be doing besides gobble gobbling?
I don't know. As tradition dictates, I am in charge of smoking the bird. So
that sounds also kind of scandalous.
Yes, it is. It is a just under 22-pound gobbler, which means that I will be at my smoker for 11 hours.
Do you actually just sit there staring at the smoker, being like, "You got this"?
No, I usually do like an hour to an hour and a half, like check-in, just make sure the temperature's not fluctuating in either direction, and then, then probably if it's going to be 11 hours, probably starting at like hour 8, I will do a temp check to make sure that the bird's not cooking too fast or too slow.
Sounds like you have quite the tradition.
Yes, and the crazy thing is, by the time the bird is done, I usually have no desire to eat said bird because I've been smelling it for so long that it's just like, oh my God, give me something else.
Now here's the real question. Do you do the thing? Because sometimes when people eat like cooked food, they take like little nibblets as they do it. Be like, I must do a taste test to make sure it is edible. Do you also do that, or am I the only one?
I usually, because of the temperature I smoke my bird at, some of the bird will fall off, and I just eat those pieces to make sure that the taste is adequate.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
Yes. All right. Now, I know that this is not a how do you smoke your turkey episode, so let's move into some of the topics. First topic, let's talk about the fact that I'm actually surprised that this movie has been out since June 20th and is just now making headlines with schools banning the music from said movie because it is not keeping with the Christian ethos. And the movie I'm talking about is K-pop Demon Hunter, which apparently the songs are demonic in nature.
Demons in the title. Here we go. It's about demons, and clearly casting the Han Moon is actually a ritualistic spell, which is going to bring people to be demons. Even though they're fighting the demons, it actually makes them a demon because
all these references to demons are causing actual demons to come to this school, apparently. I don't know.
I guess you're actually, the Han Moon is actually a reverse demon ritual to actually raise the demons. We're going to find out in K-pop Demon Hunters too. It's actually been a trick this entire time.
Right, exactly. Now, I do want to point out that this was a school. I'm trying to. This was a school in England, and parents, after hearing that the singing of the K-pop Demon Hunter songs was banned at the school, the parents came to the children's aid and said, "Look, it's actually a really good movie. It's got some good morals and there's positive messages in the song."
Yes.
And the teacher's like, "Yeah, but it still makes me feel uncomfortable." So,
yeah,
there you go.
Which is because, like you said, if you actually look at the lyrics of the songs and what it's about like, being true to yourself and, good
self-empowerment.
And whoa, what was that?
Self-empowerment.
I don't know, man. We're not any self-empowered because we're supposed to rely on God. So therefore, it's actually disrespectful.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm on board with it being a dumb thing where, like, many songs, going the song route because it's, a movie made of songs,
yes,
where people, either play songs, as we've seen in the case of, like, Born in the USA is a classic example.
Yep.
Or they hate songs based on, like, a title or, like, one snippet of a lyric without actually, like, listening to the entirety of, in this case, a musical act or a song.
Whoa. We're supposed to take context into perspective here? Whoa. No.
I mean, you could guess I just asked the new Gemini tab that keeps on popping up on Chrome. Now, how am I to tell you I don't want frickin' Gemini?
But you just don't know it yet.
Apparently, I don't know Gemini. I guess maybe Gemini are supposed to be friends, and I just didn't get the notice.
Possibly. Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe, Gemini can take out the demon hunters. Maybe that's the solution to all this.
Who knows? It's worth a shot.
I will see what I can tell the AI bot to do after this show.
There you go. All right. In all seriousness, I guess to each their own. I enjoy. I think that the lyrics are great, that they are self-empowering, and I don't understand why you would ban it. But once again, knee-jerk reactions, they happen. Now, speaking of demonic rituals, let's talk about the fact that there was a little bit of news surrounding a potential sequel to a movie that I enjoyed, and basically the end of the movie screamed, "We're coming back," and then basically nothing happened, and that was Alita: Battle Angel. Well, it turns out that James Cameron and Robert Rodriguez have not given up on the series. And this is a direct quote. "I appreciate the loyalty of the Alita fans. Robert Rodriguez and I have sworn a blood oath to do at least one more Alita movie. In fact, we're thinking of an architecture that bridges to a third film. But we'll be satisfied if we can make one more. And we're making progress on that. Now that I have a home in Austin, Texas, about 3 miles from Rodriguez's place, I think we'll probably get more serious about that as soon as I wrap the mix here in a few weeks."
I mean, I've been hearing, like, not like this concrete, I guess, But I feel like for the last like 5 years,
Yeah.
every like year that comes out a news story of how like don't forget about it because it's gonna happen. So I feel like this is like like it's one of those movies where like it's an ongoing trend. I
Yes.
mean, like totally gonna do a second one. And it's probably because like I mean it didn't make a great deal of movies when it was in the theater run. And then people realize, like, oh wait, this is actually a really good movie.
Yes.
So that's where I do hope a second one gets made because I was one of those who was very skeptical. I'm like, well, this looks dumb, and then you watch and like, okay, this is actually good. It shows you what a actual good director can do to what maybe is not, what doesn't seem on the surface like a great story idea. But you get to it, it's like, okay, you can actually make a good story out of this.
Yes. Yeah, I will fully admit that when I first watched it, I was like, okay, this is very generic. But then it kind of clicked into gear for me, and I'm like, okay. Now, especially with the ending, you're like, all right, where are we going next? And it's like, oh, by the way, we don't know.
Yeah.
If we're actually going to make a second one, so I don't know.
Yeah. No, and I think most people who have seen the movie hope there is a second one that comes out. So we shall see. I would be excited.
Yes. Okay, speaking of sequels or of that matter, let's do a little bit more info around the Doctor Who spinoff, which of course is The War Between the Land and the Sea.
Isn't that the everyday occurrence?
Apparently, yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, it seems like the sea is always battling the land for erosion and, other needs.
Yeah. And then the land secretly going, well, if I'm going to erode into you, but I'm also going to dry you up because all that shit you just took, it's filling up your water. Anyways.
Yes.
It is going to start, this miniseries spinoff is going to start in December of this year and will run for 5 episodes.
Okay.
And this will be the true ending to the current Doctor Who era.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, not to be like they took the idea from me, but I did kind of mention like one of our previous shows where it seems like this is kind of a natural, and I think also just the way like the current arc kind of end with Disney, did all that and now changing. It almost does feel like it is the right time to kind of create a new Doctor Who arc, basically. Just because it really is kind of like the chance for BBC to kind of hit the reset button almost.
Oh, by the way, this is going to be streaming on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I may actually be able to watch it then, depending on when it comes out. Do they say who the person who will be personifying the Doctor will be in the show?
I don't know. I know that it's the emphasis is going to be on the characters that are on the land side and the sea side or water side. But I would assume that the Doctor has some role in this. I mean,
you would think so. I mean, you would think so.
Just like in passing, maybe from behind, maybe not show us a face, but just silhouetted.
I mean, it would be kind of strange to have a Doctor Who show without Doctor Who.
Well, okay. So there was that show. Oh, what was it called? The Class, I think. And technically, Doctor was in the first episode, but then the rest of the episodes were about the kids trying to deal with this weird, I think it's like dimensional portal or rift or something.
True. I guess we shall see. Yeah,
yes, we shall see.
I am curious. I am intrigued. I guess to see where that goes.
Yes. Okay. Have you heard about this nonsense? I did not know that this was truly a thing, but apparently there are people who are absolutely batshit nuts when it comes to Pokemon cards, and they bring in digital scales, and they weigh every single pack to find the heaviest packs. And those are the ones they purchase because apparently the heavier the pack, the more likely you are to get a rarer card.
That's kind of
And
funny.
GameStop has come out and stated, if you bring a scale to GameStop to weigh Pokemon packs, we will ban you for life for your own good.
I mean, on the scale of things that people do for craziness with cards, like I'm all for GameStop having the capability of banning them. I'm actually with that.
Yeah.
But this is also not very high on my list of like things that make you deranged as a CTG collector. If anything, it's kind of rational, to be honest. So sure, like to me, it's more so when you see the videos of people like getting in fights at Costco over getting the limited run that they have there. To me, those are the yahoos that need to be banned for life. But
The
if
people
you're
who
just
box out individuals with those at those dispensary kiosks.
yeah, those are the crazies. Like,
Yeah.
but you bring a scale and you're not really doing anything in anyone else, then I have a hard time getting worked up about that one, to be honest. I'm like, they're doing their thing, you know. Now, if they hoarded, like, let's just say they have like 20 packs,
Yeah.
and the person takes all 20, it's like, no, you can't go to freeze until I finish weighing.
Yeah.
That's one thing, right? But
Yeah.
like, if they're doing it like in an orderly fashion, I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever. It is a little bit weird. But at the same time, I'm not gonna have an issue of GameStop as a game like, no, you can't do that. We'll ban your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know.
It is their store. They can set the rules. But, I mean, I just think it's wackadoodle crazy for someone to be carrying around a digital scale in their pocket and then busting that bad boy out and weighing individual packs.
Don't take their CTGs seriously, bro. I don't know if you remember this.
I know. I don't take it seriously enough, I guess. I don't know. Then again, I don't think for my kids, they've never really gotten into any CTGs. They just like to pick up random packs of like something that looks cool so they can have the cards to look at.
There's nothing wrong with that. I approve of that message.
Yeah. So, speaking of purchasing stuff, some of you may be very aware that, because next week is Turkey Day, there is some insane sales that are going to start happening. Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
I don't need anything that involves RAM.
Yeah. Insert whatever here. So there is a list of a couple games for people who might be interested that I just want to run off a couple things for you to give you maybe a little bit of a discount. So we've got, let's start with Death Stranded 2 for the PlayStation 5. You can get it for $50. That's 29% off at Target. Monster Hunter Wild, you could get it for $30 at Amazon and Best Buy. Silent Hill F, $50 at Best Buy, which look, freaking expensive video games. Borderlands 4 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, $48 on Amazon. So if you're looking to save some money, just look at your different options. I will not be buying any video games, I don't think.
Kind of daily email of Steam sales where it's like must delete before I even look at them.
Oh yeah, this on your wish list has just gone and now has a discount. No, don't need that right now.
I did finally buy one other day was Airborne Kingdoms because that was on sale. Apparently there's a new one in early access called Airborne Empires, I think.
I think so.
So that's one to keep an eye on.
Moonlighter 2 just went into early access.
I did see that. That was on my wish list, but I'm like, nah, I can.
No, that's one of the games I'm waiting for. I'm like, but I can't do it. Just so that people know, the game that I think I streamed it on Tuesday. This is just like mindless killing, rinse and repeat type stuff. Wayfinder is what I've been playing as of late.
Oh my gosh. I played Wayfinder first on the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
I'd been at least 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it bombed, and they basically redid a bunch of the game. I haven't touched it since, but I still have it. I should log in on my PS5 and see what it's like now. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fine.
I do find it a little bit weird that like the enemies scale with you. So when you go up in level, now all the enemies are now that level.
That's a pretty common thing in online type of games. I know it's more of an online co-op game.
Yeah.
But that's that is pretty common nowadays. It's not like Defiance where it could be like super duper crazy OP'd.
Yeah.
Most, and even like MMOs do that, like Final Fantasy 14, Guild Wars 2, they do that, the level scaling. So
I guess I just haven't played any like real truly online games in a while because I'm used to like the starter areas where when you walk through like the area that you first, entered the real world, there's a bunch of guys that literally you could breathe on after playing like a couple hours. You could breathe on them and they'll die. But in this game, it's like, guys who I am still kicking their ass, but I'm still kicking their ass at the same rate. It's not getting faster.
No, it is an interesting debate because on one hand, I get it. It's to keep lower level zones more active, right? Because if you could still get loot, assuming loot scales, that's important too. It just can't be only enemies. There has to be a incentive for it. But it's optionally to keep, various zones active in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you get is if they are, just like you said, they're just level gated. And then once you get to like level 20, then the level 5 mobs are, you breathe on them. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, there is the RPG aspect of feeling, totally OP'd, where maybe I want to feel that oomph of, I'm level 30 and I can go one shot all those enemies. So I get both sides of it. But most games nowadays, from what I've seen, they all do the level scaling of some sort. That's just kind of where it's headed.
Right.
Or has headed. Yeah.
So, anyways. Oh yeah, next story. Sorry, brain fart there for a second. Next story. Good news, maybe? I don't know. For those of you who've grown up with eating the following snack foods, Doritos and Cheetos, you'll be, I guess, happy or sad to know that there's going to be a new version of both Doritos and Cheetos coming next month. And that version of those two delicious snacks will not have any of their artificial colors.
They'll just be naturally looking?
There will be no artificial flavors or dyes. It's going to be called Simply NKD version. It's basically they are going to look very, very plain. They're not going to be bright colored and fun
they're going to
looking.
look like healthy, gluten free, which I make no judgments on, but they like the poofs, right? Like you can get the natural version of, I don't know how natural they are because they're still poofs,
right?
But you can get the all natural version of the poofs. So like, I get it because there's always the health conscious eaters, and to be honest, if you're health conscious, then Doritos and cheesy poofs are probably not higher on your intake list,
right?
I thought this was a different round. Be like, now they're going to be Mountain Dew flavored. Cool Reds, let's go.
What I'll be very interested to see, and I have a funny feeling this is what's going to happen, is that this new version is going to be more expensive.
See, my thing is like when I eat Doritos and cheesy poofs, I eat them to get that grimy shit on my hand. You know what I'm talking about? Where like you suck your fingers and like there's flavor kicking you in the face. To me, that's Doritos and Cheetos. Like that's the entire point. Like I'm not eating them to be healthy.
Right.
Like they're there's a plethora of choices if that's what you want to do, and I do get them. But sometimes I'm like, no, damn it, I just want some freaking unhealthy, extra spicy nacho chips.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, there's let me just list the flavors for you that are going to go to this NKD format. There will be 4 flavors. There'll be the nacho cheese, the Cool Ranch, the Cheetos Puffs, and the Cheetos Flaming Hot. We'll all have the NKD version with no artificial flavors, no artificial dyes.
Sure.
And it's coming. It's going to start. You'll see it it will start appearing in stores December 1st.
What defines artificial flavor?
Very good.
I mean, that's more of an existential question than like an actual real question.
This is true. Yes.
Because it's like, I don't know, it's a little bit when people like look at ingredients on the label, like, I can't pronounce any of these ingredients, therefore this is artificially bad for you. I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works at all.
So that's kind of how I feel like it. If that's how, like, they're going to start listing the ingredient on your water bottle, dihydromonoxide, really throw people off. So I don't know. When it comes to like natural ingredients in food, it's not usually quite just as simple as, oh, it's natural, therefore it means it's healthy now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
I probably still not make my diet dinner off of eating them. Put it that way.
I'm going to be honest with you. I probably, unless I accidentally grab those versions, I don't actively buy Doritos or Cheetos. So, I mean,
I do for lunch. They make a great lunch snack.
Well, there you go.
For me, at least.
I just eat.
I really thought Cheetos already had like a version of this that I've got.
I think they kind of did.
Maybe
I think they had it with like the natural. I think it was like natural dyes. What the fuck are natural dyes? Anyways, moving on. Gearbox Studios has announced the 2026 roadmap for Borderlands 4. And so, just so you guys can kind of, I mean, just in case you're curious, I mean, it looks like Q1 of 2026, you're going to get a pretty good size bounty pack that's got new missions, bosses, legendary gear, 24 cosmetics, 4 pieces of rerollable gear, 1 player skin, 1 Echo 4 drone skin, and 1 vehicle. And then there's going to be a story pack that's going to come out at some point.
So I guess if you also I guess the season pass also gets that stuff. Is that how it works?
I think so. There is some free content that's kind of sprinkled in there. So, for example, for that bounty pack 2, and that same thing, there's free content called Pearlescence Rarity. So basically, a new rarity of weapons will come available, but you won't get any of the cool new missions and bosses and insert all the other crap I just said.
So I guess it's like if you get the base game and you're a new player, you can get the new rarity of weapons.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
it's not bad.
I mean, that's always kind of, I mean, I think since was it Borderlands 2 that started doing expansions?
I think so.
I mean, I know Borderlands 3 definitely had the battle pass for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I never pay much attention because I wait until like the Handsome Jack edition comes out.
Right.
It has like, everything. Which is always interesting because even like I think Borderlands 3 now, you can buy with like the battle pass. I'm like, wait, like, is there still content that I don't know about that they're gonna be? I don't know. The whole battle pass thing to me was weird, but that's just me.
Okay, this is driving me nuts. There is like a messenger sound that's happening on one of my computers, and I don't know where it's coming from. It shouldn't be coming.
I would blame one of the children.
Probably. Anyways, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause real quick to thank the individuals who help Alter Confusion be the Alter Confusion that you love and adore. That's, of course, the friends of the show. And so without further ado, let us start off with the Indie Cluster. The Indie Cluster is an organization of independent game developers that want to gain exposure by being involved in the community. They collectively journey to popular conferences as a traveling booth to help gain attention for their games. They make partnerships in local communities to bring games to the mainstream mindset. They highlight local, unusual, and rare concepts to challenge the paradigm of the common. They also host events to teach kids and minority groups about game development to hopefully one day enter the industry themselves. For more information, go to indiecluster.com. The next shout out we got to give is to the AV master himself. That, of course, is Noodle Boy Media. Founded in 2015 by Andrew Tran, Noodle Boy Media, previously Wet Kid 47 Media, is your choice for professional photo shoots and panel recordings at conventions. They pride themselves in providing a high level of professionalism, top-notch experiences, and quality services. If you want more information and to view their full list of services, check out facebook.com/noodleboymedia. The next shout out we got to give is to an individual who helps to get all your aches and pains out of your body from long times gaming, or maybe you're just sitting in a office chair for too long. That, of course, is Hero Chiropractic. Hero Chiropractic's unique healthcare practice set up by Ryan Moore. The company's focus to elevate a patient's experience of freedom, creative expression, and joy. They believe that everyone can be a hero and has incredible heroic potential inside themselves waiting to be unleashed. Hero Chiropractic focuses on the mobile chiropractic care in the greater Atlanta area. They are committed to healing clients by creating a plan of action uniquely suited for each person. They make that plan of action as convenient and affordable as possible, and most importantly, suited to your individual needs. For more information, go to herochiropractic.com. The next shout out we got to give is to the music maestro himself, and that, of course, is Crosspad Creative. Need a new logo or want to work on a full branding and content strategy? Or maybe you need music or audio for your content, just like Alter Confusion. Crosspad Creative offers a whole host of solutions for individuals and small businesses. Just email Josh at crosspadcreative@gmail.com and see what he can do for you. And the final shout out we're going to give is to the individual who helped basically be our first true backer on Patreon. That, of course, is Agile Axiom. By day, Ax leads both the development team and system administration team working with satellites at NASA's Goddard campus. But while not in meetings and many times during, he's the Agile evangelist, Agile Ax, championing the philosophy of Agile and trying to make the world a better place for software developers, testers, system admins, and software projects the world over. Decades of experience in software development and leading Agile teams are brought to bear against evil processes, inefficient work, and bad habits. For more information, go to agileaxiom.com. Now, I know at this very moment in time, ladies and gentlemen, you are dying to know, how do I become a friend of the show? Well, good thing I have your solution. Ladies and gentlemen, Alter Confusion survives on the love and support of fans like you, and so we have a Patreon page. Patreon lets you, the fans, lovers, haters, demigods, interdimensional beings, gods, demons, aliens, werewolves, swamp creatures, vampires, mummies, supporters, and more to become active participants in the work we love through a monthly membership. This gives you access to exclusive content, community, and insight into our creative process. In exchange, we gain a bit more freedom to do our best work and the stability we need to build an even stronger creative career. We currently have 2 tiers. We have the $1 a month tier. That's $1 a month or $12 a year. What you get at that tier is early access to all of our playthroughs, which, of course, just a reminder, the current early access playthrough is a game called Watertight. And you also, at that level, you gain the ability to participate in patron-only posts. Now, if you are feeling a little extra frisky, what you could do is you could bump that up to a $5 a month tier. That's $5 a month or $60 a year. What that gets you is everything at the $1 tier, but it also gains your name or organization added to the Friends of the Show section of every single Thursday night hangout. So if you want to become a patron of Alter Confusion, go to Patreon. That's patreon.com/alteredconfusion. Now, a little bit of extra shout out. Now, I know that this is already passed, but ladies and gentlemen, Alter Confusion is proud to say that we have fundraised for Extra Life for 14 years straight. Extra Life is gamers doing what they do best, game. to help sick and injured children at their chosen Children's Miracle Network hospital. The money that we raise through Extra Life will go directly to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta as unrestricted funds. This means that the hospital decides where and how to spend the money to ensure the dollars we raise make the biggest impact to the lives of the kids they treat. So if you have the capacity to donate, please go to extra-life.org and search for Alter Confusion. All right. I'll be totally honest with you. My head is like spinning here for a second, so let me just hydrate.
Does that keep your head on straight when you hydrate? It gives you
I
like
don't know. I hope so.
anti-momentum.
I don't know. Because I kept losing track of where I was on my whatchamacallit, my script. Okay.
Your script.
Let's talk about some sad news.
Great.
Let's talk about some very, very sad news. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, there's this beautiful thing out there. There's a beautiful activity out there called cosplaying. It is the opportunity and the chance for individuals to dress up in varying degrees of professionalism with their favorite animated or movie or video game characters. It's also an opportunity for individuals to be able to escape reality for a little bit of time, and pretend to be someone else. When you see someone who's cosplaying, no matter the level of, proficiency that individual has, you should understand that it takes pretty large cojones to cosplay. To begin with, I will fully admit I have yet to cosplay because I think that my ideas have fallen way effing short. Zealeus, on the other hand, has become a master of the cosplay.
I don't know if I'd say master, but I do it.
Fine, you've become proficient at cosplaying. How about that? At conventions, especially Dragon Con. Anyways,
I do it at least.
What I want to say is that there are people that are of every gender, every skin color, every background. And sure, there are individuals who may not be the right matchup for that specific character of the anime or the video game or whatever. But an individual a cosplayer, can put their own spin on it. It is not okay. It is never okay to try to go after someone because of the color of their skin or their gender or their sexual orientation or their background because it doesn't fit your personal opinion of how that character is supposed to look. There was a cosplayer. I believe her Instagram was Squid Kid 1111 or 1111. Her real name is Ashley. And unfortunately, here's the post that I came across that was shared on a lot of the different like anime convention Facebook pages. For the past 7 years, Squid Kid or Ashley has shared their love of cosplay across the internet. They met many of you here on Instagram, but also at conventions, at clubs, and across campus because she was also a UCLA student. Mm-hmm. At professional photo shoots and other day-to-day interactions. They genuinely loved the transformation and magic of cosplay and connected with others through that community. It is with the heaviest of hearts that we inform you of Ashley's passing. For those who would like to pay their respects, the memorial service will be live streamed. This was last week, so 11/13. Ashley was a light not just on screen, but in the lives of everyone they knew, and we hope to nurture the same love and kindness in their memory. It is never okay to bully. Never okay. I know that there's certain individuals, high-ranking people, who think it's okay, but it is never okay.
I mean, did she pass from committing suicide? Is that what the
Yes,
story
she
is?
did.
Okay. Yeah, it's sad. It's like it was a couple of months ago when it was the animal rescue person who had the same thing,
Yeah.
where people were harassing her online, and that was in part why she also took her own life. And I've got to come to the conclusion: if I ever became a popular internet being,
Hmm.
uh, it would almost be like turn off my comments or
Yes.
have like a social media coordinator who
Filters.
filters all the dredges of it, because
Yeah.
like unfortunately this is something that comes up again and again, where people behind the anonymity of the internet are say and do horrible, terrible things.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you can't put a face or a name to this comment, so I'm going to make terrible, bad, comments about you. And the reality is there is a person on the other side of that screen
Yeah.
who may take those things personally.
Yes.
And unfortunately, obviously, in these cases, they have. Yeah, no, it's, the internet has many benefits, but unfortunately, it also has its dark, seedy aspects too, such as that, and what people do with. I guess as Peter Parker's dad said, with great power comes great responsibility,
Uncle.
and
Uncle.
or uncle, sorry, yeah, his father figure.
Yes.
A lot of people take that, because it is power, like that we have with the words we say, and they use them in terrible, bad ways.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's sad.
It's quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. They one of the friends of Squid, was Squid Kid? Is that right? Make sure I get this right. Or is it Squid Girl? Squid Kid. Said that it was from online bullying and racist remarks about her cosplay because she's an African American.
Yeah, and guess what? Just because you have a thought doesn't mean the world has to hear it.
Yes, that's a fun fact.
I mean,
That's a fun fact.
Like there's times I do see cosplays, and it's like, that's an interesting cosplay. And I'm sure people see me and they're like, well, that's a terrible cosplay. But guess what? It doesn't mean you have to say anything.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing wrong with keeping thoughts to yourself. Like, we all have, maybe I'm speaking on my behalf, but I think a lot of us have those thoughts where maybe they're not the nicest thoughts in the world, but it's, the wisdom of what to say or what not to say. It's having a filter, like, is a good thing.
Filters are phenomenal things. If you think
Yeah,
before you speak, a lot of shit would be right in the world.
Yeah.
But, anyways. Okay, the next story. Let's just, I mean, we called it, but Claire Obscure Expedition 33 basically won like every freaking award out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's a
they
great game.
picked up 7 golden joysticks.
How many? Yeah. I
They
mean,
did,
the number doesn't mean a lot to me because I don't follow the Game Awards. Because me,
they won best storytelling, best visual design, studio of the year, best soundtrack, best supporting performer, best leading performer, and ultimate game of the year.
nice. I mean, it's well deserved, I would say.
Yes. And
There you go.
no surprise, the award for most wanted game went to Grand Theft Auto 6.
That was going to be my guess.
The very delayed game. Now, that being said, I was reading about something recently about how long this current upcoming Metroid Prime has been in production, and it has been a long time. So if you want to bitch and moan about delays, Metroid Prime has been in the works for much longer than Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah. And there's probably games that, eventually come out that were in development for years that we never even knew were in development. I'm sure it's a thing that happens. Or you get a case like Wayfinder where it came out, things didn't quite go as planned, and so they kind of had to go back to the drawing board.
Like Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, there was actually a comment on that from the Yoshi P that basically they're now looking at, they're kind of at a 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have the most recent expansion was not terribly well received.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of the problem is now each expansion, regardless of the story wasn't great, but even without the story, it's the same exact pattern. It's you have 6 zones, you do the quest, and then you get on a pretty predictable cadence. You get your dungeons, you get your raid. So it's almost like it's become this very predictable cadence, which for a couple of expansions from a developer perspective make total sense. But as a gamer, it's kind of like we want something different eventually, right?
Yes.
Like I think that's kind of the consensus. So he did make a comment where he's almost looking at it's probably too late for the next expansion just because they start years in advance. It's not like it just started now. But he did kind of mention where he's almost looking at the future of Final Fantasy 14 as like a Realm Reborn 2 almost, where they have to almost go back to the drawing board of what are they doing, which I kind of agree with because it's the same thing that they're kind of regurgitating for better or for worse.
Yeah.
So the interesting is I'll be definitely keeping an eye out on that to see where that goes.
Well, I mean, history would say that the reason why they win with that cookie cutter formula is because there's probably some MMO or some game out there that did that type of release, but would change the number of zones or the number of quests. Then people would either think, oh, the number's going to increase with every release, or what the shit, you're shortchanging us. And so, of course, you do the tried and true, but at the same time, as Zealeus stated, you want a little extra flavor, something a little different,
Well, they kind of almost put themselves in a corner because every expansion has had 2 new classes.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and I think I think from the first expansion, it's been 2 new classes every expansion.
All right, this one is the toilet bowl cleaner. Extra attack power when near water, and you get an extra scrub skill to clean debuffs.
But to the toilet bowl cleaner, it's are they going to continue to do the 2 new classes every single expansion?
Right.
I mean, that's a lot over time. Yeah. It already is. So things like that, they've kind of already created a established precedent for.
Right.
They still haven't announced anything official of it. I mean, we know it's coming, but as far as I think FanFest is in a couple of months, we'll actually get more solid news about that type of stuff.
It is. Come on. Oh my God, my computer's going so slow.
I have no idea what you're looking at.
2026.
It is.
It will be Final Fantasy 14 FanFest will be in Anaheim, California, April 2026. April 24th and the 25th of next year.
I think they come to Europe or Asia before us.
No, actually, the U.S. is getting it first this time. It's going to be the U.S. in April, Berlin, Germany in July, and Tokyo, Japan in October/November.
Okay.
So perhaps no, maybe no, I don't know. Anyways, that's what the official website says.
I mean, I would believe the official website.
You can never trust the internet these days.
Darn your original sources. My teachers lied to me.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I have a question for you, Zealeus. It was asked to me, and I'm going to ask it to you.
42.
What is your stance on fan projects and those fan projects, like their content being utilized by the actual IP owners and giving no credit to the fan project people?
Scummy.
Yeah.
In a word, scummy. I mean, I know we talk about copyright and legalities a lot on
Right.
the show. There's probably a bit of, they might be legally in the right, but legal really has nothing to do with what is moral or right.
Right.
So it's just scummy that they're not compensated, and they should be. I mean, that just sucks all around.
The reason why I ask was that a Star Wars fan filmmaker has just come out and is pointing the finger at Disney for stealing parts of his fan film. The gentleman, I believe, is he's a filmmaker and a stunt performer. He is claiming that Disney and the animation studio 88 Pictures plagiarized a scene from his fan-made Star Wars film and is using it in an episode of Star Wars Visions.
Good luck fighting the mouse is all I'll say.
I know.
Yeah.
No, he does have a video. He has a side-by-side video, and it is like identical for his stuff and then the Visions episode. But yeah, you're I mean, there'll be a lot of people clapping and going, "Woo, good job doing that," but Disney ain't going to give you nothing.
No. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Or even, probably hell, give him credit.
I know.
Although then that probably opens them up to some kind of liability or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because then it's, I guess, effectively admitting that they did plagiarize, even though it's their own IP and blah, 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 blah. Who knows? Way too lawyers.
Just a thank you is you would think that, I don't know, there would be like some kind of monetary tie-in to it, and that's opening up a weird ass Pandora's box.
Yeah, I mean, not terribly surprising, but yeah, it's. Yeah.
It sucks for that dude. I feel very, very bad for that person. But to be totally brutally honest with you, this is not the first time that a IP owner has done this, and it ain't going to be the last.
No, and it's when you create a fan project, there has to be a bit of reality of the IP world we live in, and that is part of it.
Yeah.
Where ultimately those who have the money control the laws and what happens.
Yes. Yes. Now, speaking of IP owners, I've been thinking about this since we talked about this last week. The fact that the IP owner of Roger Rabbit finally regained his rights to the thing, and so he's making a live-action Jessica Rabbit like origin story.
Yep.
That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, do an origin story of Jessica Rabbit, but it can't be live action. It's got to be mixed. Right? Because Jessica Rabbit is animated. It's not like what's that movie Cool World where
Cool
no not Cool Run, not the bobsledding movie. There was like an adult movie where I think it was Brad Pitt, and he goes into like a cartoon world. He's like a cop or something, or a detective. I think it's called Cool World. Cool World.
Sure.
Anyways, are we just saying that like Jessica Rabbit once upon a time was an actual human? She accidentally got like in the I guess the opposite of the dip from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it turned her into an animated character that then married the wackadoo crazy rabbit known as Roger. Maybe.
That's the great thing with movies is you can create your own story.
Sure.
You can do whatever you want, right? So why
I
not?
guess I don't know, but that just seems really weird to have a live action Jessica Rabbit origin story.
I mean, sure, but like you said, you could create the story of how she became animated from the origin story, right?
True.
So
This is true.
yeah, maybe that's the route, or they'll just completely ignore her friend Roger Rabbit.
Damn it. Speaking of live actions, apparently the trailer for the latest Disney live action adaptation of one of their movies, Moana, has been released, and people are not really vibing with it. They're like, why are you making a live action of Moana? One. Two, there's a shit ton of CG, so why are you making a live action of Moana? And three, why did you replace the voice actor of Moana, who looks like Moana, for a different person, though they kind of look like Moana? So there's been a lot of it's been an interesting week for Disney.
Well, I mean, it's a Disney movie, so there's going to be CG. That's
Yeah.
just the way it is. Because you can't have practical effects anymore. They all have to be, you know, artificially created via CGI. That's
Yeah.
just the way it is. And then it looks not as good as, like, for instance, the original Avengers films that were actually real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very green. Yeah, we're in the era of green screen, and so everything's gonna look a little bit fake, just not the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the target audience for this movie, anyways, because I don't really watch Disney movies. I don't have Disney Plus. I guess technically do through Hulu, but I just don't really care.
Yeah.
It's just I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. I hear
it comes down to, I guess it's more financially advantageous to make a live action Mulan versus another Mulan animated movie would be my guess.
Moana, by the way. Not Mulan.
What
They already did the live action Mulan, and they changed it, and a lot of people were bitching and moaning about that too. So
so this is different. Okay. See, this is how little I know about Disneyverse.
Mulan is a girl who masquerades as a soldier in the Chinese army to save the emperor.
Which is different than Moana?
Moana is a Polynesian story where a girl has to take the heart of Te Fiti back to Te Fiti because the islands are being corrupted.
Is that the one?
And she runs into the rock.
Okay, now I get it. Now I'm hearing. I'm gonna blame it on the internet audio where I wasn't differentiating the two, but now I understand.
Okay.
Or for people with bad hearing like me, they really should just differentiate the names even more. Just so people like me don't make dumb mistakes.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, is The Rock in this live action
Yes, he is reprising his role of Maui.
Okay.
Which should be interesting.
Mm.
He gets to sing again.
Hooray.
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 So there's that. Yeah. Anywho, let us also talk about I know it's been a couple weeks, but ladies and gentlemen, I do want to direct your attention to the fact that another streaming service is going to bump up their rates.
Consumer wins.
This streaming service that's going to have a bump in their rates is, of course, the HBO Max. Are we back to HBO Max now? Just calling it Max. I mean, I feel like we're doing like the Xbox naming thing. It's like every other week. Oh no, it's Max. No, it's HBO Max Experience. No, it's this is that.
Wait, we're gonna hire another consulting firm to help us fix our name.
Anyways, there is going to be 3 tiers for your HBO Max. There is going to be the basic with ads. There's going to be the standard, and there's going to be the premium. I'm just going to give you the annual one, the rundown for the annual ones. Basically, the basic with ads will be annually $110. The
Okay.
standard will be $185, and the
Okay.
premium will be $230.
What's the difference between the premium and the standard?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and I
Or
don't.
less ads? Or is it one of those type of deals where like the standard edition, even though you're not paying for the version with ads, there's just a few ads, but not too many ads, just the right amount of ads.
I'm trying to figure out
Like,
HBO Max tiers. So, what the hell do you get in the bundles? Because, all right, come on. No, I want.
so
God.
the standard, you get full 1080p resolution, but with premium, you get 4K Ultra HD.
Okay, here we go. Basic with ads. You can stream on 2 devices at once, and you get full HD resolution. The standard is you stream on 2 devices at once, so there's no increase in devices. You get full HD video resolution, and you get 30 downloads to watch on the go. Premium. Stream on 4 devices at once. By the way, but there is a caveat. You can only do 2 for sports that go through HBO Max. You will be in 4K Ultra HD video quality as available. Dolby Atmos immersive audio as available. And 100 downloads to watch on the go. And both the standard and the premium, they have live sports for NHL TNT and MLB TBS. So, there you go. Okie dokie. I mean, I do find it interesting that we're now like hard capping the amount of like streaming devices. I understand it's because of password sharing, but
Whatever. I've never had HBO. I had HBO growing up. My parents subscribed to HBO, but I've never subscribed to HBO. I think I may have had like HBO like once upon a time from like my streaming service because like it was included, but that's about the extent.
I believe the last time I had HBO was up to the 5th season of Game of Thrones.
Yes, that'll do it. Let's hear what's new on HBO Max. We have The Other Way. We have The Peacemaker. We have Task. No idea what that is. Friendship, Warfare, and the Halloween Baking Championship.
Yeah. Got to get that Bacon Championship.
Apparently, you can do the bundle with Disney Plus, Hulu with HBO Max.
Yes, but I wonder which version of. Okay,
I'm
so
sure it's going to be. Oh, you can get with ads or without ad version. Actually,
yeah, it's 13. No, 12. No, 13 extra bucks. If you go with the no ads.
Yeah, but actually, if that's no ads for both Hulu and HBO Max.
Yeah, that's the question though. You don't know.
Yeah, it's very clear about the HBO what you're getting with the ads.
Not clear about Disney Plus or Hulu.
Which means my guess is you're getting the ad version because
Yes.
most like the bundles I see with the Hulu, they're all the ad tier. They're not the premium ad free version that still comes with ads occasionally.
Right.
It's really annoying when it's not even clear.
Anyways. All right.
All right.
I know that this has been. I know this graphic novel's been out there forever, but I I just reread the entire run of the graphic novel Chew. That's Chew. I freaking highly recommend it. I also have I also backed on Kickstarter the Chew RPG, pencil paper RPG,
Nice.
which is this lovely thing right here. Ta-da!
Show us. I must see.
So, yes.
Are you actually chewing something?
So, Chew is about a special agent Chew, which is actually spelled CHU, and he has this ability to, when he eats something, or just takes a bite of something, he can basically give you the entire historical background of that object, which means that he does not eat a lot of food. He's very particular about the food he eats.
That's reasonable. Maybe the new Cheetos would help him.
That's true. But he works for the FDA as a special agent, and he utilizes his skills to solve murders and more.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. If it's to solve murders, because he chews a part of the person?
Usually a toe or finger or something like that.
Yummy.
Yes. But it's a good. I like I said, I highly recommend it. The guy, it's a great
cannibal. Actually, he's a necrophiliac cannibal. That's kind of creepy.
Okay. Anyways, once again, we will not have a show next week. That is Thanksgiving, so I will be elsewhere. I'm sure Zealeus has Thanksgiving plans as well.
Indeed.
So we will have to
coming and stealing your turkey and bringing it to my parents.
We will. Our next show will be on the 4th of December, where we will kick ass and take names. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning. Huh?
Okay. And then Christmas this year, guess what? Is also on a Thursday.
Oh well. Yay! I think maybe.
Whatever. Merry Christmas from
wherever.
Confusion.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Thursday night hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it's been a pleasure giving you the come our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another Ultra Confusion Thursday night hangout.
Remember, kids, keep on eating turkey in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. And we're back. And now I've got to see all these bajillions of messages that apparently came on my phone when I wasn't looking.
Nice. So I finally had to order a book after many recommendations. Gideon the Ninth.
I think I've read that one.
Like a necromancer, lesbian, and space.
Yes.
I've heard it's like really good, really strange, really out there, but really good.
Very strange. Very, very, very strange.
Strange is good.
Maybe. Depends on your mood. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I will look at my Goodreads, and I'll have to move around certain books because my wife is a very fast reader, and so a lot of my Goodreads are swallowed up.
Yeah.
Gideon the Ninth. Here we go. Let's see. What did I think of Gideon the Ninth? I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars.
Oh, there you go.
So there you go.
Did you read all 3 in the trilogy?
No, I only read the first one. Why didn't I read the second one? I think I was like ping-ponging between like series. That was like my book off of a series. Then I went back to that series, and I just never actually came back.
Fair enough.
But anywho. Well, alrighty, folks. It's been a pleasure. I will talk to Zealeus offline. But everybody, have a safe Turkey Day if you are in the USA. If you're not, have a safe couple of weeks or 2 weeks until we see you again.